Sheba, and we're back in the kitchen cooking up another high protein meal that's going to taste fabulous, hit our weight loss goals, but of course, still delicious. So tonight we are doing Thai basil chicken. Now, I've only done this once, and that was years ago. I'm gonna mix up my recipe again today. And so you are along with me while I try to recreate one of my favorite takeout meals, which is Thai basil chicken. Now, this meal is going to be super simple, very quick for you to be able to put together, but flavorful. And you know, if you've been following me on my lives and this journey, my weight loss journey is all about enjoying amazing food without having to give up taste and flavor. So in this episode tonight, we are talking Thai basil chicken, which is going to be high protein. I'm going to try to sneak in extra protein so that we get to 40 grams of protein and a little bit under 600 calories in this meal, which I think is a really, really good goal to get. Hey, Bonnie, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. We are talking high protein meals that do not disappoint, that do not taste like we're on a diet, that do not taste like, oh my gosh, why are we eating the same thing? I say this in every single video that I put out. Losing weight does not have to be about giving up good food. Okay. I have been at this for the last about 2 months now, 8 weeks. I've lost about 11, oh, well, actually 12 pounds as I weighed in today. So I've lost about 12 pounds and it's been about 7.5 weeks. And I would say that the biggest thing that has helped me to easily do this without making it feel like it's torturous has been the nutrition portion. Now, yes, I am working out 5 days a week, mostly strength training and a little bit of cardio, but the meals that I'm cooking are focused on high protein and low calories. And so that is what has been dropping the weight. I feel fantastic. My clothes are starting to feel and look amazing again. And I'm excited about that. Mostly, I'm also excited about eating food that does not taste like crap. Now, when I first started this journey, a lot of the recipes I saw seemed to be about the same thing over and over. Chicken breast that is just simply grilled or baked, and then some broccoli on the side. And I'm like, I am from the Caribbean. We are all about our flavor, and I'm not giving up flavor for the fit. So I had to figure out different ways to still get that protein, get those low calories, and still enjoy the food. And so, one of the best things about that is going international, thinking about international cuisine that can still hit those. And Thai is one of my absolute favorite international cuisine. So, super excited to make this meal tonight because one, it is really simple, like ridiculously simple. You may not ever go back to takeout after making this meal. But two, we're going to try to get 40 grams of protein in this meal. And then you already know I'm taking that to work tomorrow. So let's jump into this. I'm going to check out some of these comments and then we are going to get there. Nice dress. Thank you. It's a thrifted piece. And you guys know already on this channel, it's about luxe lifestyle on a budget. And for me, thrifting is just one of those things that allow me to enjoy life at its fullest because I love dressing up and being able to, just being able to afford all the pieces that I want to afford. Thrifting has been the reason. Yes, I did say 12 pounds. I am so excited. So excited. I stepped on the scale this morning and I was like, yes. But I tell you this, I'm telling you this, it is really has been predominantly 70% has been about the nutrition. Focus on the high protein, and then everything falls into place. I am married. 19 years married. Okay, so let's jump into this. We're going to start getting some things out. And I normally show you my kitchen is completely empty. There's nothing prepped because I want to show you just that you could come home and do this like I am doing it. So I don't, I'm not a professional chef in any manner. I'm coming home, I've had a long day, but I want something good. I want something delicious. I want something amazing to eat. And so we're doing Thai basil chicken. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had that before, because I know for a lot of people, they're like, "Ooh, what is that?" But I got to get a board out. And so one of the things that you're going to need for Thai basil chicken is chicken. And I'm going to start with that part first because I wasn't able to get any, I didn't get, what is that? I wasn't able to get ground chicken today. So I'm going to ground my own chicken for this meal. I'm going to be grounding my own chicken, and I don't have a grinder or anything. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So I went to the Asian market for the different things that I would need, and they had chicken breasts, and they just had them already cubed up. So what we're going to do is, because we need to get this even more sliced up or ground up. I'm not sure how I want it tonight yet. It just depends on the mood I'm in when I open this chicken. So you're going to get your knife out. I am looking for my absolute favorite knife, and that is my Japanese knife that I bought that, let me tell you, whew, does it. It does everything. So I'm going to put this back a little bit. Sorry. So you can see what I'm doing. All right. So I have some, this is just ground. This is not ground chicken, but it's cubed chicken breasts. And I ended up getting this because they did not have ground chicken, which would make this prep even quicker. But it's okay. Actually, it turns out to be even cheaper when you don't have to buy it as ground chicken. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have some pieces here. I'm just going to kind of slice these pieces a little more because I'm going to kind of ground it up. Or maybe I will not. Maybe I'll eat it like this, which is fine. But it can't be this big. Okay, I don't want it to be this big for Thai basil chicken. So I'm just trying to see which way I'm going to do. This is a simple way to ground your chicken if you don't have a, like a chopper or anything. I don't have an electric chopper because I don't really, I do the lazy route. I pay the extra for the ground chicken. However, this will still let me, I want it to be a little ground for Thai basil chicken. So I'm just going to cut these up a little bit. If you're a person who don't like touching, raw meat and stuff like this, then definitely recommend you get the ground chicken. But they had none. They only had one pack, and one pack wasn't going to be enough for a family of 4. Plus, I take this to work for lunch, right? And so that's one of the key things that I will say to people who are like trying to get on their fitness journey is that you're going to have to prep. And that prep for me is, whatever I have at night for dinner, I'm going to have for lunch the next day. And that definitely helps me keep on target and goals, because in the last 2 months, I have literally not had to buy any lunch, on the fly, because I've just been taking in whatever we have for dinner. I just take that in. So what I'm doing here is kind of just slicing it up a little more. Just taking the pieces. They came like bigger cubes. And I'm just going to slice them up a little more in kind of strips so that I can work with it to cut it, to mince it up even more to make it ground chicken. So if you don't want to do that, you can make smaller pieces. But for the Thai basil, I do like when it's a little on the grounded side. But I have seen recipes. I've seen recipes, and I have definitely seen when I've gone to different restaurants, the Thai basil chicken came in different forms. I just personally like it more as a ground chicken a little bit. But If you're running out of time, you're hungry, listen, do what you got to do to get that food on there. This is going to take the longest, but this is a meal that honestly can be cooked in 10, 15 minutes. This part is the longest part because I did not have ground chicken. That's fine. And just cutting this up a little bit, and then we're going to do a little hack to get it there. Now, for this meal, a lot of people will call for like ground thigh. Yeah, the thigh piece. But remember, we're looking to get high protein. And so you're going to get your more high protein if you're going to use lean ground chicken versus the thigh meat. Okay. I'm trying to get 40 grams of protein. I have been at the 35. What I've been doing is between 35 to 40 grams of protein in each meal. And it seems a lot, but honestly, it really isn't. It really isn't. There's different ways to sneak in extra protein without you even realizing it. I need to stop because one of the ways I'm adding extra protein in this meal tonight is what I'm going to eat with the side of it. And I probably should put that on now because that's going to take a little bit of time. And that is quinoa. Normally, this will be served on a bed of like steaming jasmine rice, white rice, or something like that. But remember, we're trying to get 40 grams of protein. So one of the things we're going to do is going to substitute the rice with quinoa. And so that's going to give us an extra maybe 9 or 10 grams of protein. The chicken is going to give us about 25 to 27 grams of protein, quinoa. And then I have one more trick to add more, 6 to 7 grams of protein to the end. But I'll save that if you're looking all the way to the end. Yo boy Coco, welcome, welcome. How are you? Thanks for jumping on here. We are making Thai basil chicken for dinner. Trying to tell folks that you don't have to give up all the yummy foods to enjoy, to be able to do what you want to do with your weight loss and stuff like that. And I think that one of the ways of trying to find different foods, because you get bored after a time with the same thing, is looking at international cuisine and seeing like, oh, okay, I can cook that and still hit my nutrition goals and still enjoy something. So you don't have to just look to the same boring things that we have here, just look to other cuisines outside of, America, and you will see so many other ways that you can incorporate good meals with what you're trying to accomplish. I'm from the Caribbean, Trinidad. I grew up in the Bronx, but I was born in Trinidad. And so sometimes I look even to some of our home foods where I'm like, oh, we can absolutely, I can make some of those things and, maybe a couple of variations to it and make it even more healthier or what I need it for. Okay, so here's the chicken. I could stop here if I want to. These are pretty thin, pieces. But let me see if I can do this. I'm just going to lay it out a little bit, kind of move it out on the board. And I'm using a very sharp chef's knife. If you have one of those cleavers, you can use that too. But I'm just going to go through. And what I'm doing here is getting it ready to make ground chicken. We'll see if this works. If not, I'm just going to go in with whatever I have because I'm hungry. Everybody's hungry tonight. I did not cook last night, so I feel like everybody's just watching me like, what are you doing? So I'm just going to rinse my hands real quick because remember I just said I am going to use quinoa to add that extra protein because we're trying to hit 40 grams of protein with a meal that's normally not, considered a typical healthy meal. But we're not talking about healthy. We're talking about high protein. And so I'm going to use quinoa instead of white rice. And the easiest way for me to cook quinoa is in a rice cooker. Okay. It's just super simple. Just have to get my things here if I can find all the parts to this. Okay. So if you have a rice cooker at home, use that. So simple. You don't have to do much. I am going to grab the quinoa, and what I normally do for quinoa, especially because I'm once someone who do not really like quinoa by itself. I find it to taste like yucky. I season it. I season it like I season rice. So I'm going to get a strainer because you want to wash your quinoa. I'm only going to do a cup because the kids do not like quinoa. No matter how many times I've tried to put different things in it, they're not loving it. So I'm going to make them some brown rice to go along with their Thai basil. But for me, since I'm trying to hit that 40 grams of protein, we are going to go with the quinoa and we're going to season it. So we're just going to do a cup alone. Don't need a lot. And you have to wash this. So I'm just going to step aside on the other side and we are doing it. Hey, Damien. Oh my gosh, Damien, we haven't seen you in forever. How are you? How is it going? How's things? How's life? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Definitely been looking out for you in the last few lives and I didn't see you. So happy that you're able to jump on tonight. And so tonight we're making Thai basil chicken. On the side is quinoa instead of the white rice. And then I'm going to add one more little thing to enhance this dish while at the same time adding protein to it. Okay, so instead of doing instead of doing water alone, I'm going to put bone broth and some chicken broth to the 2 cups because it normally goes with 2 cups of water for your quinoa. And I have some that needs finishing out. It's not a lot. I don't even know if I'm going to get to 2 cups here. Okay, so 2 cups will just, trying to use up what I have in the house. Throw that out. And then we have some chicken broth. I'm just going to mix this. So the bone broth has this 1 cup might give me about, I don't know, maybe 7 grams of protein in here. And so this is right to the T. So 2 cups of chicken broth. Chicken broth doesn't have that much protein, but the bone broth has a lot of protein. Okay. And so I'm just going to put this in the rice cooker. I washed the quinoa on the side. You want to wash your quinoa like you would wash your rice. And then you're just going to put it in. You're just going to put it in here. And I'm going to add a little more flavoring, as I said, just so I personally don't like quinoa by itself. Like I find like it tastes like sand in general. So I'm going to put the rice cooker on. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. It's in the bone broth there. Add a little bit of salt. And like a little tap of olive oil. Just a tap. Nothing crazy. And then you turn it on and cook. And so that is set. You just put that on the side and you can go back to cooking. Okay. So for me, that has been always the easiest way to cook quinoa. It comes out fluffy. I don't have to worry about it sticking and all of that. And I don't have to worry about watching it. one less thing that I need to worry about. Okay, so now back to our chicken. And I'm still contemplating whether I leave it like this or I cut it into, get it a little, and I'm just cutting it down. Basically, I'm mincing it without having a grinder or a meat grinder and stuff like that. And that's all I'm doing. Just, it helps that this knife is ridiculously sharp. So this is cutting right through everything and just making my own ground chicken. Also, it gives me the opportunity to know what exactly is in the ground chicken. And I'm trying to keep it neat so I could see what I'm doing. It's not all over the place. And then here we go. That's how I make my ground chicken when I'm forced to do it. I tend to buy it as ground chicken most of the time, to be honest with you. But honestly, this does save more money because they will upcharge you on ground chicken all the time. And I'm just moving the board around so I can kind of really get the squares. This part is fun though, I'm not gonna lie. Cutting this is fun. I think this is the hardest part of this process. But if you had bought ground chicken already, you'll be fine. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's see. I need to go in a little more. See, I tried to pick it up and it was still moving together. So I'm going to go in a little more. I should have probably spread this a little, it should be able to go straight through the board. You can hear it in the board. I'm on bed these days, lots of pain and burning sensation. I'm so sorry to hear that. And your boy holding the fort. Excellent work. They have been. Thank you so much. Stage 2 lung cancer. Wow. I am so sorry to hear that. Cancer sucks. It's like, I don't even understand why. Okay, I'm good with this. And here it is. Yep. And so that is my ground chicken tonight. Easy. No fuss. It's fine. Okay. All right. So we have the ground chicken and that's ready. And now we just have to do the veggies. And it's so simple. I promise you, this is one of those meals that you're going to realize that they've been charging me how much for takeout for this? I could do this in 10 minutes at home. In fact, this is a meal that in Thailand is really like a street food. It's supposed to be so quick and easy. It's a street food that you can get ridiculously cheap, like $1 to $2 cheap. So I'm going to grab another board. And so we're going to get the stuff ready. And this is one of those things. You want to get everything ready before we cook. So when you start cooking, it's kind of done. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Thai basil chicken. The big thing is you're going to need basil. Okay. Now, with all the things that I've read about this, you really need what is called holy basil. Apparently, there are tons of basils, but holy basil is the one that is traditionally what makes this dish, right? Because it's supposed to be chicken of holy basil, whatever. But I don't even know where you would find holy basil. I have never seen it where I go to the supermarket. So the next thing is sweet basil, right? Thai basil. And Also, another thing that I never really ever see. So what I got today, it just says basil. Okay, this one is a product of Mexico, which I think this is the Italian basil. Um, I think, but it doesn't, it doesn't say Thai basil or sweet basil kind of thing like that. So I am going to go with the fact that it is probably simply the regular basil that we are very used to. Mm. And it smells like that to me. So, hey, you want a big bunch. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take the leaves off. We're going to take the leaves off. We don't want the flowers, okay? So a little bit of work here. And so you don't want branches. You literally just want the leaves alone. And that's what I'm going to do for these. And I'm okay with the big and small pieces. And you're just going to take those off of the stalks. And you want to get those in there like that. The biggest part of this meal is just kind of prepping, but it comes together so quickly. So quickly. And so you want a lot. Okay, think of the basil like almost a veggie in this meal. So it's not just there for looking cute or garnishment. It is there to make the meal. So go in, grab as much as you can. I was able to get all of this was $2.50 from my local Asian market on the way home, which I always love. And so I'm just going to go in and take everything off. I think I bought a lot, but I think I'm going to use the other basil tomorrow to make something different. So excited that the price was just right. I go to my other supermarket and they'll probably be price gouging me $10 for like 2 things, So another reason why I love this meal, very inexpensive. But remember what I said, in Thailand, it's a street food. It's a very inexpensive street food that you can get pretty much anywhere. So I'm just taking all of these off. And you see, this is not what we're using. And then you're just going in and taking, you want a lot. Think of it as a vegetable. It's okay. It may seem like, oh my God, that's way too much. Keep going. Okay. It's what's going to make the dish. After all, it's called Thai basil. Thai basil chicken. So basil has a prominent role in this meal. Okay. When I was thinking about what to cook tonight, interestingly, I was just like, I really was feeling for some Thai food tonight. And I was like, maybe I just order in and not go live, And I said, why don't I just try making it? Why don't I just try making it instead of ordering it out? And then I'm able to I'm able to figure out the macros. I'm able to figure out exactly how much calories I'm doing. I'm able to figure out the protein. And so here we are making our own Thai basil meal. Okay. Patience with just prepping. But you can't tell me this is hard, right? Like you just cannot tell me this is hard. I think I want a little more. As I said, the whole point of the Thai basil is the basil. So we need a good amount. I feel like I should do the whole thing, but we'll see. And then the other part of this is a spicy food, which you guys know your girl love a spicy food. Thai holy basil gives flavor and add a different dimension of texture. The holy basil makes the dish authentic, but I guess regularly. I'll try to tune in as often as I could, but I may not be able to stay until the end because I know you are here. Awesome. Thanks so much. Um, I don't know where I would find Thai holy basil unless I plant it. Maybe that's what I need to do. I could just plant it so I have it in the backyard, but it is not something that I never find it when I go to the supermarket. I never see it. So I don't even know where I would get it at this point unless I plant it myself, which, it's always a thing that you can do. Just plant it yourself. Okay. And what I've been told is that the holy basil has more of um, a licorice taste to it. But I'm thinking this is just it smells. This one smells like the regular Italian basil, and then again it doesn't. So maybe this is Thai basil that I have. Who knows? It has a more stronger, pungent smell to it. Not sure. Okay, I think we're good. We have enough here. And so I'm just going to leave this on the side in case we need to add more. And so this is our basil. Okay. The other thing that you will need is some garlic, shallots, and peppers. Okay. So these are some chili peppers. I can't remember the name of these, so please bear with me on that. But we're going to just move this to the side. I'm going to wash my knife because it has the raw chicken on it. And so I'm going to wash that. And why I'm washing that is because I want to de-seed the chili peppers. Now, I love heat, but my family do not appreciate it like I do. So I'm going to de-seed those peppers a little bit, and then we're going to cut it up. Okay. I'm going to leave the basil. You can cut these up into like ribbons, but I'm going to leave the basil like that. We've done enough cutting up. And then these are some shallots that we're going to thinly slice. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to get this. Gotta take the outer layer off. Comes right off like that. Okay, this is a shallot. And so we are going to, I'm going to cut these up like that. Hopefully you can see. I'm just gonna, in about 4 seconds, these things are gonna start burning my eyes. They always do. I'm gonna cut that little piece of and there goes the burn. Ah. Nice and thin. Okay. Beautiful. I don't think we need this side. I'm gonna whew. The onion burn, jeez. I have not conquered how I can cook without worrying about that. And I cut onions like in every meal, but have not figured it out yet. Okay, so that's your shallots. And then we want to get some garlic. Okay. Um, Girl Dad Cooking, welcome, welcome. Also, you can use it in fried rice or saffron rice. Keeps the dish looking fresh. Oh, okay. That's the basil you're talking about, Damien? Did not know that. I've not actually. Maybe I could put some in the quinoa. Do you think that would be going overboard there? So I want to get about 5 pieces of garlic. Don't go cheap on your garlic. And so I have some tiny pieces. Okay. All right. So lots of garlic. Probably way too much, but I love garlic. Think it adds everything to a meal. And so just going to smash them to get them out of their shell. Okay. Easiest way of getting these things off. A little smash and grab, I call it. The goodness of garlic. If you don't already cook with it, you're missing out. Okay, there we go. All right. And I'm just gonna kind of rough chop these. I don't need them to be minced. It's probably way too much garlic. I'm not gonna use all. That's a lot of garlic. Okay. Probably just gonna use a little bit, but not all. And then the last thing is, as I mentioned, are these peppers. So we'll open a couple. Let me see. We can probably, I'm gonna take the edges off here. And these are, see all that seeds in there? Pepper. I mean, chock full. What I might do is just not break it, actually, because they're tiny. What I might do is just just have the pieces off and just take off the green stems. Or should I keep them in so that it doesn't break the seeds? Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna cook it like that. I'm gonna put too much. I'm okay with this, but every time I put any type of spice in there, the kids and my husband like, oh my God, it's so hot. And I'm like, it's not that hot. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna rinse these as well. So I'm just gonna, what I'm doing is, you see how long these little things are? I'm just cutting some of those off. But I'm keeping it still attached so the seeds don't come out. And hopefully that will help with, not having a very, very spicy meal. Okay. And I'm just going to rinse those off a little bit. And hope for the best. Okay. We are done with all our prep except for the sauce. Just rinse these. So the last thing is a sauce that will be made. And as I said, basically this is dinner. It's almost done in of itself by just like this, because everything cooks kind of the same time. So let me put this to the side, get rid of this, clean up a little bit. Are you one of those people that clean up while you cook, or everything is out and you're just doing your thing until the end? All right, the sauce. So the sauce is pretty simple. I'm gonna get a little bowl, okay? Move this to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna get a bowl, and basically we want some fish sauce, some sugar, a little bit of sugar, okay? The traditional Thai basil chicken myself contains 310 calories, 47 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fat, 9 grams of carb. That is an excellent, excellent high protein meal there. Okay. We're gonna get some. I'm gonna do some dark soy sauce and some light soy sauce. So I just picked these up because they were on sale. And I've never tried this particular brand before, so I was like, "Ooh, let's see how that works." And so I need to open this up. Okay, and basically we're mixing a little bit of our sauces together. Okay, so this is the light soy sauce. Sorry, this is the light soy sauce. Here we go. I probably should use a spoon, but I normally do everything by kind of winging it. So it's supposed to be about maybe 2 tablespoons. I just wing it. Like, for me, it's like, what? Okay. Let me see. Did not take the ring off. Okay, this is the light soy sauce. And obviously it's light. Probably a little too much. And then we're gonna do the dark sauce. We'll balance it by not probably doing so much on this side. Same brand. As I said, I found this brand at my local Asian market today, and they were on sale. So I was like, well, let's try it. The dark is going to be a little thicker and darker. See that? Okay. Okay, not too bad. We're going to do some fish sauce or oyster sauce. I've seen recipes do both, but they're both like the salty version of anything. So I'm going to do a little bit of both. So it's fish sauce, oyster sauce. This is the thicker one. So I'm not going to do too much. And then balancing all the salty, we're going to add some sugar. And then a little bit of, probably put a little bit too much soy sauce in there, but it is what it is. A little bit of sugar and a little bit of chicken stock. Okay. Okay. I'm going to taste it just to see. The dark soy sauce definitely feels like it's overpowering it a little bit. So we might have to adjust in the middle. All good. All right. Dang it, I have a fly in here. Okay. So we are ready to cook. Everything has been prepped, and it's a matter of just turning on a wok and putting everything together. Literally, that's how easy this is. I'm gonna put some of this stuff on the side. I have an electric wok that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna bring that to the front so you can see how that is. And then we can get the meal going. Okay, here we go. So Thai basil chicken, high protein meal we're making tonight. As I said, I have a electric wok. I'm gonna turn this so you can see it. I just pulled it from the under the cabinet. I haven't used this in a while. So I'm just gonna clean this out. And oh, let's just turn this on the side like that. Okay. Can you see me? Perfect. I'll just raise this a little bit so you can really see. Okay, there you go. Nice. All right. So I'm going to turn my wok on. And we want to go all the way because you want to get it really nice and hot. Like really nice and hot. Okay. I'm going to get, I think I had some avocado oil. Maybe, maybe not. Yes. You want a neutral oil. I normally cook obviously with olive oil, but you want a neutral oil for this. So if you can get vegetable or avocado, it's going to be perfect. All right. And so you want this to be nice and hot because this is what's going to allow the chicken to get that crispiness on it. Ooh, ooh. So you want to get that really nice and hot. As I said, I'm using an electric wok. If you don't have a wok, you can use your pan, you know, a nice, if you have a cast iron, even better. If you don't have any of those things, you can just, whatever pan you have, just make sure you get it really nice and hot before putting oil in it. So that's one of the key things to getting stir fries going is to heat up what you're using first. While that is going, I can pack away some more stuff. I'm going to put this sugar back. Well, actually, I'm going to keep the sugar just in case. Just in case. But on the side, I have all the veggies there. And I'm just waiting for this to get really piping hot. Then we're going to put some avocado oil. Try to use a neutral oil to do this so that, you know, it doesn't burn and have a lot of stuff going on, but a neutral oil so it doesn't mess up the flavors that you're going for. All right. Simone Cajuste, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. We must always bear in mind the sodium content on our food. Moderation is key to a perfectly balanced dish. Yes. And so if you notice, I haven't done anything but the chicken, no additional salt or anything. The soy sauce is going to be enough salt in everything, so you probably would not need to do any of that. But we'll see. You can taste as you go along because that's kind of how it's supposed to be when you're cooking. Okay, so this is definitely up there. Gonna get some avocado oil going, and so we're gonna get about 3 teaspoons in there because you're kind of frying or, you know, trying to get it to be crisp, that crisping up of the stuff. I'm also going to need to get my spatula, move things around. All right. What you're going to start first with is the garlic, the shallots, and the peppers. Okay, so you see the smoke rising. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where you want to be when you start this meal. Okay,